In 1975, a modest community initiative called the Greater Hartford Social Club opened its doors with one powerful goal: to help adults living in poverty and struggling with mental illness live independently. Their belief? Meet, reach, and try. What began as a safe space to gather and grow evolved into Chrysalis Center, a name that would come to symbolize transformation, strength, and hope. By the 1980s, Chrysalis Center was offering residential services and pioneering new models of care that integrated employment and mental health support. It was during this time that the organization's vision became more than a concept. It became a mission. The 1990s ushered in a new era of empowerment. Participants became active planners in their own recovery. Programs grew, peer-led initiatives flourished, and Chrysalis Center became a recognized leader in mental health, employment services, and advocacy. In the 2000s, Chrysalis tackled homelessness, hunger, and joblessness head-on. This era also brought a new home for Chrysalis Center by renovating the vacant Seal Test Dairy building into a thriving hub of opportunity at 255 Homestead Avenue in Hartford. The 2010s were years of innovation. Fresh Place, an innovative client choice food pantry, offering fresh food and integrated case management services, was launched to better meet the needs of the community. Social enterprise programs like La Cocina Culinary Arts Training Program and the Urban Roots Hydroponics Grow Center were born. Hundreds of veterans found homes. Thousands received food. Health, wellness, and purpose became part of everyday life at Chrysalis. In the 2020s, Chrysalis Center expanded its efforts to fight food insecurity and support economic self-sufficiency with initiatives like the Urban Roots Hydroponics Grow Center and the Food Forest at Cosgrove Commons. It also launched La Cocina Catering and the Training and Conference Center, TCC, social enterprises that generate revenue while offering job training and event space. These ventures advance the organization's mission by promoting community empowerment and financial sustainability. Even in the face of a global pandemic, Chrysalis never closed its doors. Instead, they fed more individuals, housed more families, and continued to do what we've always done. Over the past 50 years, Chrysalis Center has transformed lives, improved communities, and we're just getting started. As one of Connecticut's leading organizations dedicated to mental health and the state's largest provider of supportive housing, Chrysalis helps people who are experiencing mental illness, homelessness, substance use, HIV/AIDS, or release from incarceration with finding and accessing resources in their community to manage life struggles. Chrysalis's community support service and case management programs provide links to community support and resources helping people navigate through their challenges. Tonight, we introduce you to James, a veteran and graduate who joined Chrysalis Center in 2021. This is his story of transformation.
My name is James Tynan, and I joined the Marine Corps in August of 2010 in the reserves in the infantry based out of Connecticut. And immediately upon completing boot training, I was given orders to deploy to Afghanistan and for a year in May of 2011. It was a tough deployment, suffered many trials and tribulations along the way, but had many blessings as well. 2016, while I was, finalizing my contract and getting out of the Marine Corps, my wife and I started to experience some issues between us. Finances became an issue because of the injury I sustained in Afghanistan. I wasn't able to return to my old job. And so it caught up on us, and I was dealing with PTSD, a lot of anger, depression. I really needed to reach out for help. And at that time, divorce was beginning to look like the only answer and solution to our situation. So at this time, I had to leave the apartment. I couch surfed for about a year with friends, and I began to use alcohol as a coping mechanism and unhealthy relationships. I met someone, I moved to New York, and I was with her for a little while until that relationship inevitably broke down due to the drinking and other issues, and it didn't work out. I had to move back to Connecticut, and but at this time I had burned so many bridges that I didn't have anybody to lean on. So I had to call for help. So at this time, my friend said, James, what I need you to do is call the VA first thing in the morning. And within 3 days, I was in a veteran shelter and the IOP program, which is an intensive outpatient program for substance abuse. I was in the shelter for approximately 6 months, and there I recovered from the initial throes of the addiction from alcohol. And in 2020, the VA referred me over to Chrysalis Center, and from there I got into Phelps Village, which was to me, was a miracle, because I saw now some hope for my future and stability for my living situation. I was at Phelps for approximately 4 years under the care of their case manager, and I graduated. During this time, I graduated from college and got a business degree, bachelor's degree in technical business management. And during this time, Chrysalis Center has been working with me the entire time to help me get up on my feet and to get established to where I am now, closer to my family, and pursuing my passion in my career, which is what I couldn't have done without them. And right now, I'm working with the VA to find work, to put my degree to good use, and to look to help support others other veterans who are also going through similar situations as me.
In the decades ahead, Chrysalis will grow through innovative social services and expanded social enterprises, prioritizing our most vulnerable. New programs will create training, jobs, and supportive housing designed for healing and long-term stability. Sustainable income from our enterprises will fuel the mission, while initiatives like the Cosgrove Commons Food Forest and Urban Roots Hydroponics will fight food insecurity in Hartford's underserved neighborhoods. Guided by innovation, technology, and evidence-based care, Chrysalis will keep recovery person-centered and rooted in dignity. Participants will be empowered, and through it all, our mission remains the same: transform lives and improve communities. Every single day, someone like James walks through our doors, searching for safety, dignity, and for a chance, and Chrysalis says, yes, we're here for you.
So Chrysalis Center has truly changed my life. They've been true to their name. They've given me the time and space that I really needed to be able to heal and fully recover, as well as reestablish consistency with my kids, give me a sense of community, and help me establish stable living.
James's story is powerful, but he represents so many other individuals and families. Make your gift today and be a part of the transformation. With your support, Chrysalis will continue transforming lives. Every gift creates change and leaves a lasting impact.